Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to talk to you about CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency, and how that might affect the price of silver and gold in the future, and the possibility of what whoever they are, will do to us silver stackers, us gold stackers, how it might affect us. But first, I got some theories about this and what's coming. I want to go back. I have some notes here about some stuff I've been researching, which I really didn't look at it in detail that well until recently, on the advice of a couple long-term silver stackers I know. And I started researching this stuff, and these are in regards to the gold standard, silver standard, things of the past and what they've done. So in 1873, Ulysses S. Grant signed into law the Coinage Act of 1873. Some called it the crime of 1873. It basically moved the United States off of a silver standard that was in place at the time into a gold standard. And it says, since 1853, silver bullion could be taken into mint and be coined into the standard silver dollar, just like its gold counterpart. Silver had unlimited legal tender. So, to me, without getting into too many details about this, what I seen and what I think happened back then with that, removing it or going to a gold standard. Silver was in circulation widely with the average working class, and I believe they wanted to go to a gold standard because gold was too expensive for the average working class person to hold. And silver was so widespread and used as a currency at the time that I believe they couldn't control the value of the dollar or the currency at the time with everybody holding the silver and gold, or excuse me, with everybody holding just silver coinage. And I don't think they liked the average person being able to basically be in control of the currency. So they moved us to the gold standard back then, and which effectively took the power of the currency, or the power of control of the currency, out of the hands of the average citizen and working person. So the working class could no longer turn their silver bullion into actual cash or legal tender. So that's why some deemed it the crime of 1873, which, if you look at it, it seems like a crime. And I believe that's about control. They just wanted to control the money, and they didn't like it. So you fast forward to the Gold Reserve Act of 1934, which a lot of you know this. I already knew this, of course, where they basically made it illegal for people, or the citizens, or the working man, the working class, to own gold bullion. And it was actually became a crime, where there were some that got prosecuted for owning bullion. You were still allowed to own jewelry, but actual gold coins, gold bullion, you were prohibited from having them. And I believe there was some confiscations and stuff like that, but which seems insane that they were able to do that. And then fast forward to 1971, Richard Nixon took us off the gold standard. And why did he do this? They have the reasons that, it was to control the value of the dollar and this and that, and they were trying to stop foreign countries from redeeming, dollars for actual gold and hoarding the gold into other countries, which was, they say, was creating inflation here. And I'm not buying that. I believe they did that because the amount of printing, the amount of spending that the U.S. government was doing at the time, they really didn't want to, I believe they didn't want to have to back the dollar by actual physical gold. I believe they wanted to just print as much as they wanted without having to have to actually back it by something. So that gave them more control because, you're off of a gold and a silver standard basically at that point. So to me, that's a bigger crime than 1873 because, that just gave them pretty much almost complete control over the monetary system, took it out of our hands. And, like I said, they had their justifications for doing it. And I'm not an economist, I don't know, but to me, as a silver stacker and a coin shop owner, it seems like they just wanted to print money with this fiat system into oblivion without having to have to back it. They may not have even had the money to back the amount of printing and the amount of dollars out there by actual gold. It's probably what I think. So now we're coming along in the next, I believe the next step in this evolution is the CBDC, central bank digital currency. And this one worries me the most because once you go to a digital currency, and if they were to eliminate paper money in circulation at some point, they have complete control over the money supply. If you did something they didn't like, they could cut it off like that. And I think that's the next phase in the evolution of this. But unfortunately, I think it's coming. I think they've been preparing us for a long time. I think they do this kind of stuff methodically over a long period of time. They know what they're doing. These are smart people. And I believe that's the next step. To me, it's about, controlling it. But what's going to happen, what will happen at the time with silver and gold? Will they make it illegal at that point to own it again? I mean, they did it once. Will some kind of turbulence in the financial markets that's probably coming, will they use that as an excuse to, confiscate this stuff or make it illegal to own? There's a possibility this could happen. I hope I'm wrong, but it appears it could happen. And that's, my opinion, of course. But if you think about it, like I'm sure some of you have thought about this, everything digital. They've already been teaching us to go digital by, most people don't even carry cash on them anymore. They're all credit cards. So I don't think would be a big deal for the average person. There's a term for them, but the average person to just move right into the digital currency instead of having cash. So there's a possibility that comes. And what would that do to us silver stackers? Or if you're stacking gold, stacking silver, you got to put away, you've been putting your money into it for years, and if they did that, what would you do in that situation? I would never advocate for anybody breaking the law, I can tell you that. So if they made it some kind of law. Now, I don't know if this is coming anytime soon. I don't think it's coming in the near term, but there's been a lot of talk about this. And I think there's a possibility that this is going to happen. Well, I think a digital currency for sure is going to happen one day, no matter what. But it comes back to the control aspect. I think they're trying to control it. So just wanted to go over these thoughts. If you have any comments about this, any of your ideas, please leave them in the comments. I know this is kind of controversial, but all this stuff is facts, and it's been, you know, these are laws and currency act, so you can research this stuff all yourself and check it out. But till next time, guys, think about that, leave me some comments, and please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.